It's as friendly as it can be in the circumstances, but you feel the rivalry.
Well, we never really did friendly derbies, not when I was playing, Peter. But it's impossible to keep rivalries in check, completely in check. So while I'm not expecting everything to go flying at 100 miles an hour, this could get spicy.
And we're underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva, he's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Having a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Bowden is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
That is a little undercooked. Ahmad, and it's lofted through here. Sesko! Goal! Manchester United! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Guardiol gently done. And it's Nunez. Now it's Foden. And that has been cleared. Reinders. And that's been won straight back. Applies the finish! That's just... and again!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And Bernardo Silva! They've scored! He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Moved on forwards. O'Reilly. Does really well to win the ball there. Euro. And he goes cross-field. Shaw. Haaland played out towards the right wing. Bernardo Silva! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Bernardo Silva is offering a wry smile there.
And it's played forward. Ahmad. Aim forwards. It's just beyond his reach. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Ruben Dias, forwards and with intent. Matheus Nunes. Foden. Matheus Nunes. Bernardo Silva. Oh, good spread. Gonzalez in acres of space out wide. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's O'Reilly. Euro with a fine tackle. And he thumps it clear. Matheus Nunes. Reinders. That's really well manoeuvred. That is a great pick out. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Diogo Dalot, and back to the keeper they go. Ruben Dias. Vardiol. O'Reilly. Matheus Cunha, played into space. Diogo Dalot. Now here's the delivery. Vardiol getting this one clear. And that has been cleared. Haaland, and the counter is on. De Ligt makes the interception. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Foden. Matheus Nunes, gently done. Played into the middle. Casemiro. Euro shifted upfield. Šeško. Shaw. Ball swung in. Donnarumma claims it. Safe hands. Nice looking ball. O'Reilly. Reinders. And it's O'Reilly. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Played out to the right. Played back in. Šeško. That's very neat. He's in! He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Ruben Dias is there, and he can get that clear. Ahmad, a real chance! And he comes up trumps again. Guardiola. Aim forwards.
Really looking to do something that's
surely a foul. Free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Euro. Ahmad. Oh, sweet feet. Ugarte. Muscular approach does pay off here. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he's there to clear it. Yoro hands it back and can go again. Yoro forwards and with intent. Moved on forwards. Yoro, and the keeper's got it again. Delict. Casemiro. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Ugarte. Out to the left it goes. Aimed in towards the centre. Only partially clear. Bernardo Silva looking understandably energised after his goal. Ruben Dias, nicely aimed pass. Delict. Do have a chance, goes for the shot!
Oh, that is rather wayward. Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Matches Nunes, gets across to intercept that. Shaw, gently done. Ahmad, looking here to chip it through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Haaland. Reinders. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Haaland. And he cuts out the supply. Casemiro. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Diallo gets into some space. He has found the way through. Matheus Cunha. Ugarte. And it's Shaw. Diogo Dalot, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Doku. Haaland. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Šeško. Tries a deft little ball. That has been knocked clear. Great defending, strong and determined. Matheus Nunes. Played towards the other side. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Diogo Dalot picks it up now. Real chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Doku providing an outlet on that flank. And it's O'Reilly. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Now it's Reinders. And he's there to get it away. Well, it is over the line. Reinders. Really well manoeuvred. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Ugarte wins the duel this time.
Bernardo Silva really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's played forward. And it's Shaw. Shaw. Hit into the middle, climbs up big! That was superb goalkeeping!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Vardio. O'Reilly. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Euro. Ugarte. Over to the left. Diallo played with finesse. That's going to go a long way. Doku, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Vardio. Moved on forwards. Matheus Cunha, spread out to the left. Ahmad's cross. And a header. again the same outcome.
Manchester United really can do themselves a massive favour by making good use of this spell now.
Not just Nunes. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Ahmad. Shaw. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Shot, surely! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've played it short. Plenty waiting in the middle. And he's heaved it away. Ruben Diaz with the clearance. And here's Cast and the shot! Guardiola puts it away. Haaland. O'Reilly. Guardiola. Ruben Diaz. Out to the right. Now that's well seen too. De Ligt, gently done. And here's Ahmad.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Shaw tries to think it through. Guardiola gets rid without sophistication. And claimed it back swiftly. Doku, who does have an assist to his name. And here's the chance to counter. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And it's Shaw. Shaw charging forward down that flank. Šeško! Spread out to the left. And he shoots! Cleared away. Proves too strong. Ahmad. He is just caressing the ball. Diallo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Played into space out wide. Looking for a decent ball in. And it's Ugarte. Nico Gonzalez. Reinders, forwards and with intent. This looks promising. Haaland. Doku. Diogo Dalot gets good distance on it. Doku. And here's Haaland. Foden. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Cleared without complication. going to be pulled back for that one. Nico Gonzalez. And it's Bernardo Silva. Foden moves short. And here's Doku. Bernardo Silva. Does really well to win the ball there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's really well manoeuvred. Has a look and plays it forward. Matheus Cunha. Diallo. Oh, good spread. Šeško. And it's hoisted clear. Just off target. Nico Gonzalez. Ruben Dias. Nico Gonzalez. Matheus Nunes. Picks one through. And that has been cleared. Shaw. De Ligt. Yoro shifted upfield. Matheus Cunha. It's a mighty effort! It's a loose ball. Ruben Dias gets it clear. Diogo Dalot, delicate ball, and it needs to be. What a throw in. Ruben Dias. Nico Gonzalez. Foden. Succumbs to the pressure. De Ligt. Ahmad. Out to the left it goes. Danger averted for now. Matheus Cunha. O'Reilly. Ruben Dias. Aim forwards. Ugarte. Now he's got space here. And that has been clubbed away. Cross goes in there. Ruben Dias tries to clear. Now, what about a counter-attack? Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Well, that is not... Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Euro. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, smashing header! Couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Reinders. And it's Bernardo Silva. Reinders shifted upfield. De Ligt chooses to go cross-field. Diogo Dalot. Šeško. Played out to the right. Now, what about this cross? And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
The most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Diogo Dalot with the short one. Time to deliver. Shaw, and that's aimed into the middle. Doku getting this one clear. Goes for a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Physical challenge. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gonna beg him.
He can get that clear. Foden. That was very necessary. And it's been played through. And it's Dalot. Caresses it through. Ruben Dias with the clearance. Foden, gently done. Ahmad. Ugarte. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Succumbs to the pressure. Matheus Cunha. Diogo Dalot. Decent chance! And it's been taken short. Chance to deliver. Oh, what a Manchester United! And they've got their lead back. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. But the defence let themselves down by not picking them up. I think the boss won't be amused.
Manchester United take the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Vardiol played over towards the opposite flank. Matheus Nunes, it's a sharp pass. And they've got rid. Shaw. And it's Shaw. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Ahmad. Doku. Vardiol. O'Reilly. Reinders. Vardiol. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period. Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Manchester United head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And we are back underway.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Haaland. He's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. De Ligt can get it clear. And it's Nunez. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Yoro clears it away. Reinders shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Foden plays it short. Ball comes in. A well cut out. No margin for error there at all. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Foden. It's a threat. And Bernardo Silva! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Foden goes short. Cleared without complication. Ruben Dias, he's the guilty party there. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that. Ahmad really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Face to face, Haaland! Herring after the ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Yoro tries to clear. Matches Cunha. Ugarte. De Ligt. Ahmad. Shaw. Ahmad. Now it's Matches Cunha. That's a good ball. Sesko! Matches Nunez. Shaw cuts out the pass. Matches Cunha. Ahmad. In with the challenge. Foden defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. O'Reilly moved on forwards. Now it's Haaland. De Ligt producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Yoro. Ugarte. Ugarte forwards and with intent. And here's Ahmad. Now this could be a chance. Guardiola gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Ahmad. Shaw. Up he goes! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's really well manoeuvred. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nouri. Nico Gonzalez. And it's played forward. And here's Haaland. Can he finish? It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Tries a measured ball. Well read. And the danger is averted. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Diogo Dalot. Well timed, excellent interception. Lobbed in behind. That looks a cracking ball. And he's there to get it away. Nico Gonzalez. And here's Haaland. That has been cut short. Casemiro. Clearly not happy with that. Cleared away. And it's O'Reilly. Trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Diogo Dalot. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Oh, good spread. Diogo Dalot. A chance to play it in. Haaland. Nouri. Diogo Dalot forwards and with intent. Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha. Terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's a mighty effort! There we have it, the two-goal cushion. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Manchester United take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Šeško! The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Played back to the goalkeeper.
Šeško, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Diallo looking for a runner. Vardiol gently done. And here's Haaland. Bernardo Silva. And it's Reinders. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Shaw, that's an imaginative pass. Now then, the ball's come loose. Matches Nunes, aim forwards. Oh, red, nice interception. Diogo Dalot. He's through here. Oh, shooting chance! Matches Nunes getting this one clear. Guardiola. Moved on forwards. That's a throw. Foden. Great defending, strong and determined. Yoro. Ugarte. That's really well manoeuvred. Calmly anticipates. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Shaw shifted upfield. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Bernardo Silva. Šeško. Matheus Cunha. Out to the right. Ahmad. Bernardo Silva. Guardiola. O'Reilly. Moved on forwards. Nouri. And it's O'Reilly. O'Reilly. Oh, it's played into the area. There are a few waiting for it. And he decides, climbs up big! Diogo Dalot gets it clear. And the pass is intercepted. Guardiola. Reinders. Ugarte, aim forwards. Diogo Dalot. Casemiro. Yoro. De Ligt. Oh, good-looking ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Šeško. Ruben Dias wins the duel this time. Haaland takes a shot! That's really well cleared. Matheus Nunes. Cross from Matheus Nunes. He's dealt with that well. Ugarte. De Ligt. And it's played forward. Shaw. Reinders. And it's Bernardo Silva. Ugarte does really well to win the ball there. Over to the left. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Ruben Dias. Ooh, can he get onto this? Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Reinders. O'Reilly. Bernardo Silva. Nico Gonzalez. And here's Haaland. Haaland. Matheus Nunes. Header! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Bernardo Silva actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Haaland. Shot a goal! Ugarte. That's really well manoeuvred. Diogo Dalot, that's a delicate pass. Defending of the desperate variety. Matheus Nunes. Ruben Dias looks to the other side. Reinders. And it's Bernardo Silva. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Šeško. Diogo Dalot looking to hit the byline here. Oh, that's neat. Ugarte. Thinks of Matheus Cunha! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Matheus Cunha is offering a right smile there.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. And that has been clubbed away. Referee's given a throw. There's going to be another change here.
You know, he can't really have any complaints at being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
And it's Dalot. Can he latch on to this? O'Reilly gets over and intercepts. Gonzalez forwards and with intent. Reinders. Yoro cuts it out, and it's gone back to the keeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. Ruben Dias, just about up to 75 minutes. Matheus Nunes, gently done. Marmoush, Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva, head out towards the right wing. Matheus Nunes! Magnificent! He's got himself an absolute peach.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Oh, it's come loose. Chance here to counter. Reinders moved on forwards. He's found some space. And the finish! And the ball's come loose here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's played forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Bernardo Silva. That's a cute ball. Spread out to the left. And Bernardo Silva! So close to drawing level.
Oh, that was so poor, a very decent chance, and the disappointment is all too obvious. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And here's Savinho, played out wide.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He's in plenty of space here. Ahmad. Ahmad! He should have put that one away.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
And he's there to clear it. That's tidy. And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the 2-goal cushion.
Diogo Dallo with the short one. That's going to go a long way.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
De Ligt. Ugarte. De Ligt. It's an inviting looking ball that. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Šeško. Shaw chips it through. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Euro. It's a promising run he's making on the right.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Shaw gets across to intercept that. Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Played through for the wide man. Savinho. Matheus Nunes. Crossing.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Guardiola cuts out the pass. And back to the goalkeeper. Matheus Nunes. Guardiola forwards and with intent. Matheus Nunes. And it's Bernardo Silva. O'Reilly. O'Reilly's cross. And that has been cleared. Matheus Nunes. Savinho.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. O'Reilly. That's really well manoeuvred. Matches Nunes, shifted upfield. And here comes the corner. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. 2 changes being made right now.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Great ball if he can get there. Savinho gets over and intercepts. Ruben Dias. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Bernardo Silva.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Ruben Dias, aim forwards. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's O'Reilly. Very nicely done. De Ligt is there and he can get that clear. Clipped into space. And there's green grass ahead of him. Cisco! They've done it! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Bernardo Silva. Mathias Nunes. Mathias Nunes. Yoro gets it away. De Ligt, gently done. Shaw, can he get onto this? He's in space and looking for options. Mathias Cunha's cross. Rory. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Savinho. Now, where's he looking? And Marmouche! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Shaw makes the interception. Diogo Dalot. Yoro. De Ligt. And it's played forward. And play for a throw. That's a throw. Savinho. Rodri. O'Reilly. Rory. And here's Marmouche. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Now it's Bernardo Silva. And he cuts out the supply. Moved on forwards. Ahmad. Shaw. De Ligt. Well, there's a probing ball. Nicely intercepted. Ruben Dias. Stones forwards and with intent. And here's Marmouche. Great defending, strong and determined. Savinho. And here's Bernardo Silva. Ahmad. And he has been fouled there. De Ligt. Casemiro. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. That's a simple one for the keeper. Savinho. Rodri. Marmouche. That's really well manoeuvred. Diogo Dalot gets good distance on it. Into the middle, and back out it comes, and that is that. Manchester United can take all the spoils, and it is nothing less than what they are perfectly entitled to, following this splendid display of poise, potency and proficiency. The end of the game. Reflections?
Manchester United really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So just time for me to say thanks.